Alright, boys and girls, the Forge of the Chaos Dwarves DLC is out, and with it comes the FLC in the form of Orica Magdova. And if you're like me, you're avoiding playing the Chaos Dwarves, so today we're going to be looking at the premier Doomstack, in my opinion, for the Warhammer 3 races, and that is the Kislev Iceguard Doomstack. So what we have going on here is an army led by Katarin. Any lord will do this fine. She has extra buffs for Iceguard in here somewhere. Iceguard leadership, melee defense for Iceguard. We have two patriarchs. Those patriarchs, the trait matters, but in this case we have neither of them what we want. We want them to be disciplined. It's going to add a little bit of extra. One Frost Maiden of Tempest. If we look at that Frost Maiden of Tempest, she has the following traits. She has better bows, which is 10% missile strength for Iceguard, and infantry weapon strength 7%. You can obviously add more of these if those are the traits that you can get. I like to usually run 2 Frost Maidens with those, but this will do in this case. We have a whole string of Iceguards with swords, and then 4 Iceguard with glaives with a backup with a little ground. Put a little bit of artillery pressure on the enemy. Yes. We're going to go ahead and hop into this thing and show you how it's done. We can see here that we have Wolfric with a settlement garrison backing him up. He's got a pretty decent army there. We're going to crush him. So the way that we're going to do this, we're going to set up a little bit of a checkerboard formation here. And we're going to run probably 3 lines because he's got a fair amount of troops. So we're going to go ahead and take these guys off the corners here. Right like that. You know what? We'll go ahead and take these ones right off the front as well. There we go. And then we're going to run our glaives. 1 set there. 1 set there. Another one here. Another one there. Then we're going to set our patriarchs right here. Right like this. And the purpose of that is they're in a position where they'll be able to heal these units on the perimeter should they take a charge. There's a good potential that we're going to have some charges runned off on us here. And then we're going to back up with our artillery. I'm not sure if they're going to run at us or not. If they do, then cool. If not, then, you know, whatever. This army is going to spank them anyway. So we'll go ahead and just try to move our guys a little bit. And a better... Oh, yeah, they're going to let us.
Your queen will not tolerate faith.
Now, they're probably not going to let us get close enough to put that artillery pressure on them in this instance. And that's okay because we have these spellcasters. We're just going to go ahead and run them out in front and aggro them. They have a pretty excellent magic potential here, although I'm not a super big fan of the Kislev magic schools, but we can do decent work. So yeah, they're not coming at us. We're going to go ahead and run our casters up there. We're going to adjust this army ever so slightly so we can work the corner a little bit. And what we're going to do up here is we're going to cast the Biting Wind across this front line, do some good damage. Also probably use this bound spell here. Meanwhile, of course, getting our recharge rates up and stuff like that. So we could close in and hit them with a little Grom, but I don't think it's really necessary in this instance. So first things first. Right like that. Another thing that you can do is clump them up with the bound summon spell for the snow leopard and then hit them with the blizzard spell while they're all clumped up. That's pretty effective, but I don't have those spells in this particular instance. And then what we're going to ultimately try to do is draw them in up front, cast Heart of Winter on them when they get close. And the reason that we're going to do that is because they like to avoid the Heart of Winter spell, and oftentimes you can keep the pressure off of your front lines by casting that spell. And anybody who chooses to stay around is going to take direct damage, which ignores armor. They'll probably let us get another cast of the Biting Wind in. We'll see here in just a moment. But you can see that we did some good damage there. How much did we take? 8,500. We'll take 8,500 damage. Let's see. They're going to let us get another cast off? Ooh, they are not. Yeah, we got plenty of wins. We're going to take one anyway. Might get it. Might get it. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Oh, yeah. We'll take that. Actually, that might have done better than if they were standing still. So we're just going to lure them in. Again, we have a pretty good potential of getting flanked here, so we're going to go ahead and move these guys into a good orientation for that. Little Grom getting some rounds off. These ones can't really be flanked, so we're going to go ahead and move them up a little bit just to kind of protect that. We have the border right here, which is advantageous to us. Wolfric's going to come in and get absolutely slain by these. We can also increase the range if we want to, but I don't think that's totally necessary. We're going to pull her right around here and try to slow down the flank with her spell. Let's see. We might get another cast of that off. Yeah, look here. Yeah, we'll slow that down. Smack these troops with that again. And then we're going to get her out of there. So these are going to lag slightly behind. Is that going to be... Oh, yeah. Okay, not a very good cast, but whatever. It was worth a shot. We were kind of just firing it off. And let the battle commence. We're going to start shooting pretty hard here. Wolfric doing that. We can heal those troops right like that. And these low... Oh, those are missile troops. They're not even going to take a charge. They're going to shoot at us, and then they're just going to get nailed. We'll go and focus them down really quick. Looks like they might be trying to do some stuff there. Go and slow these guys down a little bit more. Cast her bound spell into that mess. Oh, that was a bad cast. Where's this? Okay. Get some more of that. Wolfric is just getting shredded, as you can see. Those guys are going down. We have a little bit of flanking maneuver going on here. We can take those down with those guys. We just need to make sure that we remember to micro those ones back to the front. Yeah, so Wolfric's in there. We'll go ahead and stick the Patriarch on him really quick. Patriarch taking a little bit of damage here. We'll go ahead and do that. Fire that bound spell. Maybe get this a little bit. Yeah, just got some damage there. All right, so front line's about to clash. We'll go ahead and fire off the Heart of Winter here. And we'll put it right there. That might discourage these guys, although they are missile troops, so probably not, now that I look at that. Taking a little bit of damage here on the interior. Get her out of there. And we have the Hawks of Mishka, which will not damage our own troops. Do a little bit of... It's not the right thing to cast. A little bit of that. Okay, so we're losing some ice guard there. That's kind of expected to the Mammoth. Oh, you know what? We didn't micro this back in the front, so that's bad. And we have a nice big clump right there. We'll go ahead and cast that. It's a stationary spell. See if we can get Wolfric out of there. Little Grom doing some work there. Ooh, Patriarchs not doing so great. Good thing is that you can recruit them in mass. Did we lose him? Nah, yeah, we lost him. Oh well, that's okay. He was immortal anyway, I think. Hakamishka. And as you can see, we did take some casualties, which was to be expected. We did lose one of our Patriarchs, which wasn't that big of a deal. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he was immortal anyway. Looks like we lost one glaive, but look what we destroyed. So we took out Wolfric's own army with some pretty dangerous units in here, as well as a garrison along with it. So not a whole lot to argue with there. We'll go and end this battle. This one will survive. We lost two now that I look at it. Yes, we lost a glaive and a sword. However, I do believe that we're at the point where we can globally recruit these in one turn, so that shouldn't be that big of a deal to replace it. It might actually be 2 turns now that I think about it. But took out that force. Yeah, we'll keep that. Occupy it, and I'm going to answer my question for myself real quick. And it looks like we'll be able to replenish this. Oh, 3 turns. Oh, because this is no, that is favorable territory. Well, I am misinformed. That's okay. We needed to make some room for some more Frost Maidens anyway, right? So that was a look at the Ice Guard Doomstack for Kislev. Like I said, this army can improve substantially from where it was. I just wanted to kind of get this one out because, again, the save file's getting ready to die. And I thought that this might give you some aid in building a really badass army for Kislev. If you like content like this, then please don't forget to give this video a sub. We're trying to boost that subscriber count so that we can get in with the partner program at CA so we can get early access to some of the DLCs that are coming down the pipe so we can deeply analyze them in a way that is meaningful to you. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you on another video here at The Art of Safe Scumming.